Hey cosplayers! Welcome to the Cosplay Apprentice, where I do my best to teach you tips and tricks that you need to know to be able to forge your favorite fandom in reality. I'm Skylar Osler, and in today's apprenticeship live, we are going to be working on creating a Black Panther helmet. So stay tuned. If you're watching this on the replay, feel free to use the speed changes. YouTube now allows you to be able to watch videos in different speeds. You can go and throw this onto 2x speed. We're going to run for about an hour tonight. So you watch that on the replay. You can still watch everything, but watch it twice as fast and get through it in a half hour and still get all the same content. So let's see, what time is it? We're getting started 8:40 here. So we're going to run till about 9:40 tonight. This is mountain time. All right, let's see. Do we have anybody on there? Maybe I need to post and tell people that we're live real quick. I don't know if I'm going live a little bit earlier than I normally do or not, but here we go. So yeah, if you're watching this on the replay, just skip past this little beginning part. We're just going to wait till we have some people on here. A good group of people on here. I see someone on there already. Let's hurry and make a post and we'll get a bunch more tuning in. Hopefully everyone's having a great week. Getting close to the end of the week here. Whoa, there we go. Okay. That post is up. Okay. All right, here we go. Now we got a bunch of people. Let's see. What have we got? What have we got? CC Wiz, what's up? Cosplay Noob, hey, hey. Silver. Let's see. I can move my head in front of me. Silver Goldstein. Oh, Andre, what's up? Curious Express. Hey, I haven't seen you on here before. Welcome. CC Wiz, this is actually finally in my shop for the first time in true school week. Nice, nice. Joshua Campbell, hello. Curious Express, love everything you do. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I love hearing that. That's so great. Sorry, I'm putting my hair over the comments so I can read them. Zach B. Bob, welcome, welcome. Tony Harris, hello from India? Oh, Indiana. Okay, sweet. Welcome. Yeah, doing well. Cool, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm pretty excited. I don't know if you guys caught the beginning here, but I know we've been working on the pauldron lately, and we're going to get to finishing that. But I haven't had too much time to work on the Black Panther helmet, so and I really need to get the pattern going on this because the movie is coming out next month. We are a month out, and I am not very far on this. So we're going to work on creating the pattern for the helmet tonight. Hopefully you guys are cool with that. Let's see. So I did make a Batman cowl out of clay. Sweet! Yeah, tons of people in here early. That's great. Cool. Well, let's jump in. For those of you that are just joining and haven't been on the live stream before, make sure to check out the link in the description for the Build Guild secret Facebook group. So everybody that joins in the live stream, I invite you guys to check out the Build Guild group on Facebook. It's a place where we can all hang out, share our works in progress, ask questions, get feedback, just hang out and keep the fun going throughout the week in between live streams. So make sure to check that out, ask to be added, and I'll get you added right after the stream ends. So let's see, without any further ado, Zachary Bob, can't wait for the movie. I know, me too. I just heard today that it's already breaking records for like ticket sales or something like that. It's already beating what Captain America Civil War did. So that's going to be pretty awesome. I'm super stoked. Okay, so let's get going on this. So I was about to start actually foiling this up to create my pattern, but then I noticed that the nose is a little bit too long because I patterned this after my head and I've got a kind of a longer nose than the Black Panther helmet has. So let's take a look at some of the images and we're going to kind of build out this nose just a little bit and take it up at more of an angle. We're going to come out to here with the brow probably, just come out a little bit and then decrease the sharpness of this bridge of the nose. Okay, so hopefully you guys could see that behind the comments there. So we're going to bring the brow out a little bit further and then tilt this up. So what I did is I actually used polyplastics sheets, or I think at the time I just rolled out the polyplastics into sheets. They sell them in sheets now, like 8.5 by 11 basically. And I just would heat up, I just would put it on my face. It'd be better to do with poly armor actually, but I hadn't invented that yet. To take the polyplastic sheets, I just would heat them up, and then I kind of just like laid them on my face in different pieces kind of thing. Made sure I could still breathe, that was around my nose or whatever, and I kind of did the front half of my head, and then I did the back half of my head, and then I kind of just cobbled together this Frankenstein of polyplastics to kind of get a rough shape of my head to be able to tape up for this design. So made a gravity-fed hidden blade from Assassin's Creed Origins. Sweet! Man, Andre, you've been up to all kinds of fun stuff. Jeremiah, what's up? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Andre, to answer your question, there's nothing wrong with my hand. This is actually just a little glove that has lights built into both the forefinger and the thumb. So if we're working on something, you know, here, and it's hard for you guys to be able to see, I don't have enough light on it, or a lot of times working with like trying to draw something on black foam, I can just flip this on and shine a light on it, be able to see my lines better and that kind of thing. So, yep. Oh, sweet. Jeremiah, Arachnoboy, welcome back. Cool. It's nice to see so many people on here that haven't seen for a while. That's great. Cool. So let's switch over to some reference images real quick here, so that I can show you what we're wanting to do on the nose. I'm going to go with, well, this one's a good one. Okay, so let's zoom in. Let me switch the camera for you guys so you can see what I'm seeing. And let's zoom a little bit here. Whoa, too far. There we go. Oh, okay, there we go. So let me slide this over just a tad bit so that the comments are not in the way. And voila. Okay. So you can see right here on the nose, it's not like a steep cutback like what it is on what I have right now. So we need to shallow out that nose a little bit more, which we've got room to do with just kind of bringing the forehead out a little bit and then dropping that nose down, which will work because we want a little bit more room in there for that nose anyway. So let me pull up one more picture and show you kind of what we're looking at there. This one's a nice little profile. This one's from this one's a 3D shot or a 3D model that somebody did that I found pictures of online. So let's show you that. Okay, so let's see, that's facing that way on camera. So we'll turn this guy this way. And then we switch back to here, right? So you can kind of see, is that facing the same direction? No. Is it? I don't know. Okay, so there, and then switch to here. Oh, wrong camera. Okay, there we go. So we're not too far off, but we need to take it a little bit shallower on that nose, if you guys see what I'm saying. Cool. So let's do that. Let me make sure we're focused here. Okay. Cool. So, let's see. Oh, cool. What a coincidence. I am actually templating a flash mask right now. Sweet. I hadn't been here in a while. Zach Bob. Yeah, we've missed you, man. My room is a real mess because it's also my workshop, and luckily I have a larger bedroom between me, my mom, and my sister. Cool. Yeah. My workspace is a mess as well. I won't even, well, yeah. I mean, you guys can just see from this camera angle what a mess it is. Okay, so what we're gonna do, switch camera angles here so you guys can see. We're going to add a little bit of foam. So I'm just gonna kind of bring the forehead out a little bit more here, and then that way we can create a shallower from the nose tip up to more where it would meet the forehead, like up here instead, okay? So to do that, let's see, how thick do I need to go, how much thicker do I need to go on the forehead? So I'm kind of just using scrap pieces of foam here, you can see, to just kind of take my face. That's what I did on this for the mouthpiece, is I just kind of took some pieces of foam, kind of pushed it out to where I felt like it needed to go, and then using Cheerio box cardboard, just because it's nice and smooth, to then tape on, kind of get the rough shape of what I'm wanting. So I'm building this head out to kind of be the rough shape of the helmet. I'm not doing all the detailed stuff, but I basically just want the outline shape of the helmet, right, set up. And then I can wrap it all in tin foil, tape it up with masking tape, draw my pattern pieces where I'm going to cut it, all that stuff, some of the design things onto it. And then I can go through and then cut that off and then design my pattern off of that, because then I'll know how the pieces are going to fit together two-dimensionally to make a three-dimensional object, right? In foam. So I think it's looking pretty sweet. This ear was really fun to do. I'm not going to do the other side because I only need one, because this is just going to be mirrored, symmetrical on the other side, right? So yeah, fun stuff. Let's do this. I think I'm going to need a bigger piece of this. Turn my camera a little bit this way. There we go. Okay. Rafi Doodle, what's up? Long time no see. Arachnaboy. Let's see. Making a Batman suit for a fan film. Nice. What What do you call security guards working outside Samsung shops? A Guardians of the Galaxy. Nice. Let's see. Andre. Oh, for last Halloween, made the third Altair costume, and I wore it to the building. Wore it in my building because we decorated it to look like a haunted house every October so far. Nice. That's awesome. Cool, cool. Okay. So I kind of just want, I don't really need this to be too, I don't need this to come all the way across because I want it to come back to where it is right here, to this level. So I just kind of need it to bridge out just a little bit more right there. Maybe this guy might just work. And then this guy, maybe, no, that's too big. So it's also kind of gets a little bit flatter on the front here, along that along the nose. So maybe that's how I'll be able to do that. Okay, so I just need to tape some foam down. Right here on the bridge of the forehead. And then I might just run a little strip like that, partially up the nose. Because I want it to kind of end at the same point, but I need to just kind of close that gap a little bit. I think that'll work. So basically what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to take tape. I'm going to get kind of rip a longer skinny piece here. And just put it along here. And just tape this on. The brow there. Rip off another piece. So let me look and see. Yeah, so we can kind of round that out a little bit more. I'm actually going to take another piece of that same little, these are just the edges of the foam floor mats. So, you know, they work great for just little scrap pieces and stuff. And I'm actually going to kind of bring that out a little bit as well right there. And then use this tape. To tape it across here. So what I just realized, let me show you guys, is that the curvature on this, you know, it's, I don't know, maybe it's fine as it was actually. Just trying to figure out the slope of the front brow here, from like the crown of the head down, how that slope's going to work. And actually I think that that's going to push it out too far and make it look weird if I do what that piece I just added. So let's switch back to here. And so I added this piece, but I think I put it too high, and I might want to, oops, do it more. More along there. I don't know, actually. I don't think I need this second piece. we're just going to stick with the first piece that we did. So then that will come up there. I can reuse this piece now since we're not doing that second piece. And so a lot of times what I like to do with these ones where I come out, I just like tape them down in the opposite direction to kind of get them to stay. Just like getting a little cross beam for it kind of thing. Okay, so now I also want to add this going up to that piece to make it a little bit more shallow. So I don't need, so what I'm going to do is, if you can see here, sorry guys if I don't have the best camera angles for you, we can even bring this down and get you a better camera angle there, maybe. Okay, so I've got this part, and now I'm going to cut this, but I want it to kind of transition down into this part of the nose. I think is fine, but I want it to kind of transition right here up to that point. Okay, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to kind of cut it at an angle, and for this I'm just using scissors because I don't need to be like too precise or anything, and so I can kind of just use scissors to get kind of cut it at angles and stuff. So right there roughly, right, and I'm just going to kind of cut it back at an angle like this. Actually, maybe that might be better to do with the razor to get that kind of angle. So I'm just going to cut it at a sharp angle this way. Because I don't want it sticking out too much as it kind of transitions back into the nose. If he knows what I'm saying. Okay. And I don't know, let's see. So, sorry guys, I mean like, this is the patterning process, so hopefully you guys can have fun in the chat and everything like that, and hopefully you can learn something. There's going to be mistakes, there's going to be learning experiences, you're going to try stuff, it's not going to work, we'll try it again, you know, so that's how it goes. Let's see. There we are. Cosplay noob, love my Dremel tool. Scrap pieces are very useful, so keep every scrap you have. That is, if it looks like you can reuse it. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Got a Dremel for Christmas. Nice, a Rectum boy. That's awesome. And yeah, Dremel tools are super awesome. Just a shout out to CC Wiz, who did a really good Red Hood recently. Yeah, I saw that. Cool. Oh, and I forgot that I made Kratos' axe from new God of War game, and the strap that holds it on his back. Sweet. Cool. Alrighty, so this is a little tricky. I think I either need to cut this at a little bit sharper angle. Okay, I think that we're sitting pretty decent right there. Hopefully. Okay, so I'm just going to tape that piece of foam down there now. Start on the end here. Get it in place. Sorry guys, I have a hard time knowing where to hold it so you guys can see best. Okay, that should be good there. And then I'm going to also run a piece of tape up along onto that other part. Okay, and these are just to kind of give some a little bit of structure just for the cardboard to sit up along. So you can see there. So obviously it's not the helmet's not gonna like just come like this and stick out and then come down like that. We're gonna use cardboard now to create kind of that transition up, and then the transition off of the nose too. Because if you look at this picture here, you can see. Well, let me switch to the other picture. To this picture here. Why does it open it in a different viewer? I don't want it to open it in a different viewer. No, okay, open it in. Sorry guys. Open it with this. Here we are. Okay. So you can see, well, you could see, and I had it over here. See how the nose kind of it's a little bit flatter. It doesn't like just go sharp back down. It's kind of like got this gradual thing up from the eyes, and then it's got a kind of a flatter surface right here, and then it drops back down again more gradually. So we're going to try to create that same kind of effect here, hopefully. So, okay, I'm going to put another piece right on the end here. Okay, so now on to the cardboard. I might need to actually go grab another cereal box because I'm running kind of low to be able to do what we want here. Well, let's just do it in strips to start with, I guess. So I'm going to just kind of cut a strip to transition up the crown here. Sorry guys. Maybe I need to zoom this out a little bit or something. Oh. Can't really zoom out too much with that. Sorry. Get it focused though. Alright, let's see. Okay, Zach Bebop, thanks for joining. One last, let's read your last joke here. Question, who earns a living driving their customers away? Answer, a taxi driver. Raffy Doodle, well, Black Panther would look pretty awesome with a helmet made of a Cheerio box. Yeah, Black Panther would look awesome wearing anything, right? I mean, he's just super legit. So, let's cut this down. So I'm going to transition that like up to right here. So I'll cut that off. So really a lot of this is just kind of a lot of just trial and error right now to figure out the best way to put this in here. And maybe I do want actually another piece right here. Just to support that a little bit more. Because once we go to tape it up again and to create the pattern, we're going to want it to have some, we don't want the cardboard just floating, because when we push down on it or different things to try to get the tape and stuff tight on there, it's going to, we don't want it to have too many problems. Okay, let's try that again. Right here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to tape this cardboard on. The way I like to do this is, it's probably a better angle for you guys, huh? Sorry. So the way I like to do this part is I'll usually rip this in half, kind of get some longer strips, set them off to the side here. I'll usually do about 3 or 4, and I'll just kind of line it up along the cardboard. So, I mean, this is, you know, one way to do it and to make the pattern and stuff. And of course, with this Black Panther one, I know Dawn was asking, Cosplay Noob was asking if I'm going to make the templates available for this one. And I definitely plan on, that's why I'm making sure I do a good job here on the template. I'm going to make the templates available on this one for you guys to be able to get on my web store, you know, like the whole course and template and Q&A, everything direct access to me on that template. If you have any questions as you go or run into any problems or anything, you can just hop right down in the question and answer section and be able to get the answers you need. And so the nice thing is that I'm doing all of kind of the legwork here, and then it can make it super easy for you guys when you want to go to make it. You can just get the template and just adjust it as needed to fit your head, kind of thing, instead of having to figure out all of it, you know, just kind of a matter of then just scaling at that point. So I'm going to tape that down there and tape it down right there. Oop. So one thing I want to make sure when I'm taping this down that I don't like get too steep of a bump, you know, coming off of this. I don't want to like tape it down so tight that then there's like a little bump there. I want to keep that rounded shape. So I just want to kind of gently put the tape down along there so that it doesn't, I'm not like pushing it down tight or anything. I'm just kind of laying the tape down where it was coming in. Then as I get up here further though, I can kind of start to snug it a little bit tighter up against everything. Oh, shoot. If that makes sense. Let's see. Oh, we've got somebody on here. Where's our camera? Ah, there we are. Wow, Andre, you've made tons of stuff. Holy cow. Patricia Orellana. What's up? Welcome, welcome. Zach B. Bob, last joke. What has one head, 1 foot, and 4 legs? A bed. Let's see. Patricia says, how much of the basic shape do you plan on making tonight? All of it or just most? Wowza, yo, what's up? Patricia, to answer your question, I am planning on getting, we're creating the template right now, to kind of, the pattern to kind of work from. And so I plan on getting to a point where I'm like covering this with tinfoil and taping it up to be able to then cut that out to make the pattern. So hopefully we can get that far. So that's not going to be like completing the whole thing or anything, but I'm thinking we'll get the basic shape tonight, hopefully. So let's see, 9/16. We've got about another 30 to 45 minutes. I think we're doing pretty good. We should get most of the basic shape, if not all of it. So I don't know if you guys can see kind of how that's working for us. I feel like that's looking a lot more Black Panther profile than what I had before. So let's take a look at our picture. Let's see. Let's go back out. Slide with me. Just slide with me. Oh, what just happened? Slid too much. So I went through like every trailer that they've put out so far, and I just did a bunch of screen grabs of different parts of the trailer to get an idea of the different angles of the costume, because there's not a whole lot on this one other than the trailer. I lucked out and got this picture, so we got kind of a little bit of a look from behind, because I couldn't find a look from behind anywhere except for in the trailer. And this one looks like it's like not even all the way finished in the back. So I'm like, I don't know how we're going to do that. We'll just kind of have to make up the back, I guess. All right, where are the pictures that I'm looking for? Here we go. That's the old Black Panther, so we don't care about that one. Okay, here we are. So, if you can kind of see how that nose and bridge and everything works right there. And then we cut back to what we've got. So I think, let's see, how do I hold it right? There we go. I think that's looking a lot closer to what we're wanting. So, let's switch back to here. Yeah. Okay. So now I've got just this bridge part done, but I need to also transition that roundness into the side of the helmet too here. So we've got kind of that look going that we wanted. But now I'm going to cut another strip. And this one won't have to run as long, but we need to run it probably just from like there to there. above the middle of the eye. Kind of has more of a flattened kind of look there like that. So, I wonder, I might put 2 more of those pieces of foam. These guys. On either side of this, as it kind of transitions out. Ooh, foam flying everywhere. As it transitions out from here, just to kind of stabilize that a little bit more for when we do for this next piece. All right, well, we'll just leave that down. And then tape this on separate. Cool, cool. Let's see. Tony Harris, profile looks great so far. Wish I could stay later, but I've got a lot of driving to do tomorrow. Please keep doing these. Okay, will do. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. So, Demon Jester, what's up? Hello, hello. Cool. We got a lot of people on here tonight, guys. This is fantastic. Let me see. Curious. Cool. Alrighty. So I'm gonna get me a couple more little strips of the tape here. To be able to use. And I'm gonna kind of tape this down. I think I want to go kind of like that with the wide side of the triangle in there. And then come on, tape. There we go. I don't want to crowd down into the eye area there too much, so I got to slide this up a little bit more. There we go. Okay. All right, so we'll see how this goes. And maybe I may be doing too much here on this brow. Might be making it stick out too far for what I'm gonna end up needing to do. But we will see. So, I'm going to put this into a smaller strip. Let's see. CC Wiz is back. Okay, guys, sorry I'm kind of focused on this. I'll keep checking the comments every so often here just to make sure I'm not missing stuff from you guys. Okay, so now let's see what that looks like if we do that. Flip it this way. Okay, so I think that that's looking okay. I'm not sure. Kind of hard to tell. But I think that's fine. All right, so tape. Sorry guys, just kind of eyeballing all this. Andre posted pretty much everything on the Build Guild page, so check it out. Cool, cool, will do. Spidey Cosplay, what's up? Yeah, so I don't have the I won't have the template available to put in the description after the live stream. But I will definitely make this template available once I come out with the full video. So this will be my next like major build video, but we're just working on getting the template put together first, and then I'll film the whole process of me making it out of foam, and then put up a build video, and I'll get that template all made and put together and available on my website for you guys. So hopefully that helps you. All right, so, whoops, I just ripped up a piece of the paint off the table. It's okay. This table is for being able to do that and not worry about it. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of put this in place and tape it down. Make sure that I'm transitioning evenly here. Let's tape that down there. Kind of drew this out earlier, so I'm trying to keep it. I kind of drew out where this design's going to go a little bit earlier, so I want to kind of keep that, even though I'm putting more tape over, I want to kind of keep where I drew that, because it took a little while to get the design figured out on that, but I had to figure out how that looked in order to figure out how the ear was going to look. So then, more tape. Let's run one tight along the middle here. So there's like ways of doing this. Like a lot of people, if I were to be making this helmet and probably for like a film or something like that, I would be sculpting this helmet out, or take a cast of the person's head and then sculpt the mask out of clay on the top of that cast, and then be able to then create like a silicone mold and then be able to cast that mold out of different, materials, resin or whatever else, foam, foam latex or whatever it might be. But since we are going to be making this out of foam and we want to be able to have a template available that anyone can make without having to have tons of sculpting skills, then we are doing it this way, to where we just kind of add on to this head until we get the shape that we're going for, and then we can kind of create the pattern based on that shape. Have you seen the Infinity War trailer? If so, what are you most excited to see in the movie? Part 1 and 2. Okay, so they are splitting it up into 2. I was wondering, when I saw that trailer, I'm like, there's no way all of this is fitting in one movie. I am like, I don't know. I'm super stoked. I'm kind of wanting to make an Infinity Gauntlet after seeing the trailer. But I don't know. It's like, what can't you be excited about with that? It's like everybody and everything all together in one movie. It's just like, it's crazy. I'm super excited about it. I watched a really funny reaction video on it, where this guy was just like super excited. He was just like, just the further he got into it, and then when they were all starting to charge each other in that huge battle and everything, he just like jumped over the sofa and he was just like grabbing his hair and he's like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm excited for a bunch of stuff in that, I guess. How about you guys? What are you most excited about in it? What? Kenobi trailer? I didn't know there was a... Huh. Cool. All right. Yeah, so Infinity Wars comes out not too long after Black Panther, so I'm guessing my next one would probably be the Infinity Gauntlet. Because it looks like that's kind of the whole, I'm guessing, Infinity Wars, right? is all going to be centered around the Infinity Stones and the Gauntlet and all that stuff. Speaking of which, I saw, I don't know if you guys, any of you guys follow Core Geek on Instagram or anything. I was on his Instagram the other day, and he had a nutcracker that he had turned into, is it Xanos, or I'm trying to remember who it is. But anyway, he had like painted on an Infinity Gauntlet on him and everything and made him all purple. It was awesome. Sumbo Lee, what's up? Welcome. Oh yeah, for the Guardians of the Galaxy meeting up with Avengers. I know, right? That clip when like that clip when Thor like is like, who in the world are you? And it's just the Guardians of the Galaxy. I was like, yeah! I'm so excited. Oh, and also to have more Doctor Strange we just went and saw Thor Ragnarok the other day, and just it was so fun to get a little bit more of Doctor Strange. I love that movie. I wanted like a whole TV series of him. Yeah, I don't know. It's just going to be a blast all together. Patricia, yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. That'll be interesting to see if they're just kind of changing stuff up, or if there's actually like a plot reason for it or something like that. It's a good point. Yeah, CC Wiz, I haven't posted one for a while. It's we moved into our new house, and we've just had a lot of house projects and everything, and I just haven't been able to really work on anything consistently enough to be able to get a video put together and ready to put out, and so I kind of feel bad. That's why I've been excited about these live streams, because at least I kind of get to interact with you guys somewhat that way and everything. So hopefully that's been beneficial, at least, to have that. Let's see. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of try to bridge this transition to the side and kind of bridge the gap between this one I ran up and the one we ran across. And maybe we'll run like 2 more across here, and then kind of run a couple up and over, and then just kind of tape over it all. So hopefully that works. Oh yeah, that's true. Groot's a teenager now. That's gonna be awesome. Let's see. What do we do? RLCI Mercury. Welcome. I think Avengers 4 involves time travel. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's just a matter of time before they start getting into time travel, right? Patricia, CZ Wiz, he's probably been busy with life. Yeah, that's basically it. Just with the house and everything, and we've had a lot of projects trying to just get stuff, home projects done. Getting Olivia set up with her work and everything, with real estate, getting her office set up, and just playing with the kids, and just kind of all that stuff. But I'm starting to plan out more time to do stuff, so this year should be awesome. Gonna have a lot of great stuff. Maybe since it's very similar to the past, but wait, you can't just have right now because yeah, exactly. We only need to do half of the. We only need to get half of it how we want it to. So that's why I only did like the 1 ear. We don't need to do the second ear because we'll just be able to do the, what am I trying to say? Yeah, we'll just be able to get it with what we have. With just half. That's what I was trying to get at. We only need half of it to create the pattern because it's going to be symmetrical. So yeah, we're getting pretty close. With this, I kind of want to transition it off smooth just so that I can kind of get a feeling of how it looks, if it's looking appropriate. But we'll only end up using half. That's why I didn't spend any time doing a second ear, because we don't need to do that. Let's see. The immortal MJ Dancer asks, would you consider making a more in-depth Deadpool costume tutorial or an updated build tutorial? Yeah, I have a couple of videos that I filmed that I haven't released yet for Deadpool, and so I'll probably, depending on when that Deadpool movie is coming out, I'll probably release that, or I'll do updated tutorials before the new movie, kind of update my old ones before this next movie comes out. Is kind of what I was thinking. Yeah. So, and that's mostly just the back sheath. It's like a lot of the accessories. The costume that I have, that I was in my thing for, it was done by a guy named Murphy. Dang it, I can't remember his full name. I think I have his name in the description of the videos, though. Murphy Yang, I think. But anyway, he did just, it was just a morph suit, and he just did like the airbrush painting on it or something like that at the time. Because we were pressed for time, so we had him do that. Because we were working on creating the video with Ronnie Street Stunts and his channel, and doing the Deadpool parkour video. So if you type in Deadpool parkour, you'll see that video on YouTube. But so I didn't end up making the full costume, or the actual costume part, because there's just a morph suit that was painted. But all the accessories, the back sheath, the swords, the grenades, the belt, the guns, the holsters, all that stuff, the mask, all that stuff I did. But anyway, yeah. Oh, I'm super excited for Spider-Man. It looked like he's wearing the Iron Spider outfit at the end of the movie that Iron Man, Tony Stark made. Or else, yeah, Mercury, will you apply a plastic bag and then cover it with tape? Yes. So something kind of like that. I'll probably do tinfoil. I'll cover it with tinfoil and then tape over it. Yeah, exactly. So that I won't cut into this stuff. But yeah, great question. Can you maybe do a Star-Lord helmet sometime? Because I'm thinking about doing a Star-Lord cosplay. So yeah, I don't know if Don is still on here with us. Cosplay noob. If he is, he was reaching out to me asking me about doing a Star-Lord helmet as well. I watched a couple of videos on some ways that other people have done them. And there weren't really any tutorials on doing one out of foam. Most people were 3D printing them, or like kind of making them out of I saw one guy make it out of a Iron Man half mask thing that he kind of cobbled together and stuff. So I'm thinking, I'm definitely up into the idea of doing one, because I think it'd be really fun and it'd be a nice challenge. It's just a matter of when I'll get to it in this year's plan. But yeah, so great questions, and I would love to do it. I started looking up some stuff, kind of where I might start gathering materials together and that kind of things, just kind of eyeing it, seeing how it might be to make and that kind of stuff. So it's in my head, and it'll rattle around in there, and it'll probably come out on paper sometime. So yeah, great question. Okay, cool. So we need to just do a couple more strips here. Okay, 9:45, guys. We're actually getting close to time on here. Sooner than I thought. I always just love answering questions, and then I kind of get sidetracked. But you guys are awesome. Okay, so let's just clip this right here. Actually, I kind of wonder if I might just run this like along here instead. there's something that needs to kind of run along here, though. Okay, so I'm going to do that right there. See, we got lots of awesome people on here. Lots of new people, too. Let's see. What's the longest build you've ever done? Longest build I've ever done is probably the Wonder Woman build. So, yeah, that one took quite a while. Alvaro Alexi Ocampo, I'm guessing. Hey, what's up? Welcome, welcome. I reprint of a Batman comic off Amazon for 35 bucks, but eBay sells it for 580. Whoa. Wow. Nice find, man. Reprint of Batman #1. That is awesome. Sorry. I'm just like so energetic when I'm talking, and like my throat's getting dry pretty easy. All right. Ding, 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 ding. Also, too, Spidey... Who was it that was asking? I think it was Spidey Cosplay that was asking how, or about Star-Lord. I am coming out with a Star-Lord Walkman video soon as well. So, hopefully that will help you, and you'll be excited about that. And it's pretty cool. You can either do it with the... build it to scale as the Star-Lord Walkman, to scale like a real Sony Walkman that's in the show, or you can do one that's just like a little bit larger and can fit your phone inside of it and be able to have your phone display like the awesome mixtape on, as if it's got the tape in there playing, and also be able to play music on your phone and listen to it. So that should be pretty cool, hopefully, for you guys. There. Cool. Use this one to tape. Go right along there. Use that to tape this one down. There. One more to run across there. Oh, you guys, I need another cereal box. I'd mostly used this one up already with what I'd already done on this. Okay, let's see. Can Can you do a tiny build like Luke Skywalker's prosthetic hand? A tiny build like a prosthetic hand? That doesn't seem like a tiny build to me. That seems like quite the I feel like that would be a big project. But that's because I always go all out on stuff. You know, go big or go home and watch Netflix, we always say. If you guys are into comic books, check out my channel. You won't be disappointed with my comic book finds, says Lego Builder. Cool, cool. Guardians of the Galaxy, fun talking to you. Or GTG, I don't know. Yeah. MT's Kids Cereal for card bugs. Yeah, I actually, yeah, the Cheerios weren't even gone actually yet. I just pulled out the bag and set it in the pantry and took the box. So, yeah, don't tell anybody. And actually I thought I had more, but maybe I already cut all that up. Alright, well, after this piece, I'll have to go back up and see if I can find some more. If there's another cereal box I can steal. Okay. So if you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, I'm just trying to use these strips to kind of create that transition and have that brow that we brought out kind of round back out into the rest of the helmet. And hopefully we can get it to look okay. And you kind of have to do this in strips because you can't really like turn cardboard into a dome shape on its own, just like by putting cardboard on there and stuff. It won't take compound curves. So I can probably rip each one of these in half that I just did there. So hopefully the principle and the idea here is making sense to you guys. And then, you can take this same idea and apply it to whatever kind of thing you're wanting to build, which is really, like, kind of the point of my whole channel is I want to be able to share my knowledge with you guys and what I've learned and everything. Also learn from you guys and the cool stuff you guys are doing. And, to allow you to be able to take those ideas, those principles, those techniques, and then go and apply it to whatever your favorite fandom is and forge that fandom in reality, you know? So, for those of you that are on here that haven't been with us before, make sure to add yourself to the Build Guild. There's a link in the description. That's our secret Facebook page that I'll give you guys access to if you go to that link in the description and then request to join. I'll get you added. Okay, let's see, does this one run long enough for us? I think so. That should work. Okay. We can use this piece. Okay, let's see. Amazon just not like Darth Vader #1. Oh, Spidey Cosplay. Got to go is what GTG means. Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good one. See ya. Sarah Callie, secretly listening while I'm at work. Nice. That's awesome. Well, hopefully you secretly heard your shout out just now. Should I whisper so you don't get caught? Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully, I don't want to get you in trouble or anything, but I love that you're listening while you're at work. That's great. Love it. Okay. So, I think we're getting pretty close on that, guys. That's looking legit. What do you guys think? Let me tilt this up a little bit. There we are. Is that looking like some Black Panther going on here? At least half of a Black Panther head. Let's take a look at that profile. That nose is a lot less sharp now than it was before. I think we're getting a lot closer to matching what our image is. Let me flip over to that. And pictures. Show me the pictures. So you guys are seeing probably like an infinite screen there now, which is probably crazy. There we are. So let's do a little like let's see, which way is it facing? I always turn it the wrong way. And then I have to like remember that needs to like tilt forward. There we go. Okay. Flipping between there and doom, 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 doom. Yeah, I think we're getting pretty close. So now we just need to bridge the nose a little bit, I think. And actually, I just want one more thinner strip of cardboard to go across there. I don't know if I have any long enough. Just to kind of bridge that gap there, but there we go. That'll work. And we'll just cut this one down on this side. I have to make my own music because I can't probably use any music legally and be able to replay this and run ads. Let's see. Oh, let's switch. Sorry. You guys are looking at the helmet and not seeing what we're actually doing. So I'm just going to add one more piece here. You can see there's kind of a little bit of a gap right here, and I just wanted to flow that transition just a little bit more seamlessly up to the next piece kind of thing. So we're going to just do that. Let's see what this does if I just kind of line this whole piece with tape. Okay, so then on these parts where we need to have it kind of, we don't want the tape to get too crumpled up, we can just cut little like darts into it on those curves. And then we can just lay it right down. Like that. And that gap probably would have been fine just covering it up with the tinfoil or whatever, but I just wanted to get a better look at it. So, cool. All right, so now we just need to do the nose here. I'm going to flip to a different picture for that. Okay, so just so you guys can take a look, I'm looking at this picture here as to how we want to kind of transition that nose. And I am definitely going to need more cardboard. Dang it. And it's 10 o'clock. All right. Nice. That is the way to go. So I guess I don't have to whisper then. Let's see. It's 10 to 10. That means it's 100% perfect condition, and more perfect it is, more valuable. It's worth a fortune someday. I'll sell it. Awesome. Lego Builder, man. That's legit. You know so much about that stuff. That's amazing. All right. Well, so I think that's unfortunately as far as we're going to get tonight, guys. It's 10 o'clock. My dog's trying to get in here. Cedric, bud. Come on in. Oh! More cardboard! I knew I had another half of it or something like that left. Alright, anyway, but I kind of want to just finish this up at least. Like, at least just finish the shape. Okay. Alright, guys, we're gonna just... I'm supposed to be going to bed probably right now. But let's just hurry and do this nose, okay? Yeah, so what am I going to use for the textured region of the face? So I'm going to be making this actually out of foam. We're just using this to create the pattern for it. And then I'll create it out of foam. And then I'll be able to cut detailed designs into the foam, as well as be able to, burn in different patterns and things like that. So it'll be a variation of things if you look at, so like right here on the foam, I'm just going to probably use like a razor blade, cut that, just cut a little, score it, and then hit it with a heat gun, and that'll cause that to open up to get that look. And same with right here. Right here you see all these little dots in it and everything like that. For that, I'm going to probably use like my little wood burning tool with a fine sharp point tip. And then I'm just going to boom, 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 just heat punch a bunch of holes into it along that section. And then along here, we're going to probably either cut it out and lay something over the top of it to cut out all these shapes and then lay it over the top of something to get that detail. Or we will be burning it in with the wood burning tool as well. And then some of these will just be layers on top with like craft foam. Just for some of these that kind of run along different spots. And like that one. So yeah, hopefully that kind of answered your question a little bit. Okay, here we go. Super quick, guys. Gotta just get this nose bridge cranked out. So basically, I'm just wanting to transition this back from the nose back to the eye. And just kind of create a little bit more of that shape that we want there. So about how we want it. So then if we just come from here, kind of thinking it has a little bit of a flattened edge there. Looks like it's about that wide. So I'm just kind of folding the cardboard here just a little bit to kind of give that slightly flatter surface on the nose that he has there. But then I'm going to have to take this in, transition it down. So I'm going to figure out the first part of the top part first of this nose transition, and then once we have that kind of snug up in there, then we'll reach down under here with a pen and just kind of mark where the nose goes, and then we will cut that from there. So trying to kind of center that. It needs to. And actually, I'm just going to take it from right here and just go down, and then we'll create the transition from the eyes later. So I think if we kind of cut this right along here, I'm just kind of scoring the cardboard here with my fingernail to kind of get an idea of where I'm wanting to cut it. Cutting along there. That's pretty good. So then I'll actually try to fold this in half and just try to cut that to that same shape on the other side. Let's pull out my pen. Okay, so then transition out like that. And that'll transition over like that. And then we just need to get this part of the nose cut. Once again, if we fold this in half, then we can get this symmetrical here. For that cut. Let's see. Welby, hello. Welcome, welcome. Finish it. So do you think the Soul Stone is in Wakanda? I think it's likely. I think that I also think that there's a one of the Infinity Stones is in the Tesseract. That was from way back, because they kind of brought that back into play recently, or kind of like reminded us about it in Thor, and then it's in the movie with Loki holding it or something in the trailer. So I'm guessing there's something to do with that. Yeah, I'm sure we'll probably get some insights into that in Black Panther as well, eh? Okay, so I'm just trying to kind of shape this down to where we want it to be able to fit on here and transition this nose out the way we want it to do. Out the way we want it to. There we are. Okay, cool. I think that we're basically there. That should probably transition. Okay. So I was so fixated on trying to get this front part the way we wanted that I wasn't paying attention to what this was doing back here. And so now I need to adjust it significantly, I think, to get it to, well, I think if we just tape this up and then we can kind of make that part work. Adjust it to get it to work how we want it. Okay, so tape, tape, tape. How many people do we still have on here? Let's see. Okay, cool. We still got some people trying to watch this come to more of a complete, a better stopping point, essentially. Okay, so this to give like a close-up as to what I'm doing here, and then you guys can see kind of the basics of it from there. That. piece along the nose there. Okay, so now though, I'm going to have to figure out how to get that to angle back the way we're wanting it to. I think I'm going to just have to cut it down. Like that. Okay, so I just kind of cut that down the middle there, and now I'm just trying to get that fold kind of pushed back in to where at the points that we need / want it. That change. Okay. So now we just need to finish taping this down. Nice and tight. I feel like that's looking pretty good. Matching invoices, but it's still here. Nice. It's only 4:15 there, huh? Getting close to the end of the workday, right, though? Did you get out at 5? Where is it? 4:15 right now. Are you like a whole day ahead of us? Alright, just getting me a couple more pieces of tape here. We're getting pretty close. Here. Doom. Oh wow, yeah, Australia, you're on Friday afternoon already. Construction? Not a chance. Getting out at 5. Wow, that's crazy. You're already like on Friday and most of the way through your day. That's amazing. I'm just ending Thursday. And then Welby is got it at midnight. Alright, I need to see my pictures. Where's my pictures? There we are. So the way the eyes kind of go, and it's gonna take the nose out like that. And I wonder if I might just figure that out on the template part or in foam or not. Okay, well, I feel like we're getting there. I think I need to like kind of cut this a little bit and tack some of these parts down up here closer to the eye, but we'll see. You know, maybe I'll just tape it right there, and that would work. Okay, I wonder if I were to... No, if I cut it, we won't be able to get that transition that we're wanting. So I just gotta tape it down right there. Okay. All right, guys, I think this is the last thing, and then we're probably at our stopping point. And I'm just gonna figure out the eyes probably once I like draw it on, or once I get into the foam, form, because I feel like I can manipulate it better to figure that out. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. What do you guys think? Ashley, hey, welcome. Long time no see. All right. So, what do you guys think? Is that looking Black Panther-y enough for you? Basic outline and stuff. profile. Let's show you guys the pictures. There's kind of a look there. And the nose just looks so wide on there. We'll have to see how I can get it to work in foam. But, whoops, too far, too far. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. That's kind of a little profile look at it. And then we'll switch back. Oh, too close. Let's get this angle. Yeah. So, I don't know. I think it's looking pretty good. You guys let me know what you think. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight or tomorrow, whenever you're tuning in. For those of you in Australia listening in, it's so cool that there's just like people from all over the place tuning in. Okay. Trying to get this focused. There we go. All right. Well, trying to be able to see the comments there. All right. Ashley says, love the ear. Yeah, that looks pretty cool, right? I'm pretty excited about how that ear part turned out. So I think that this is looking pretty good, I think. So let's see if we can give you kind of like a front view of it. Something I noticed about this Black Panther helmet compared to the last one is it does seem kind of longer this way. It seems like a taller, when I was comparing them side by side, kind of seems a little bit longer, and then the ears are actually a little bit shorter too. And then of course one of the most noticeable things is the puffy, kind of the cat cheeks in the front. Looks great, and you can still get more detail with the heat forming the foam. Yeah, exactly. So I think like this is just to kind of give me the rough thing, and then of course I'm gonna, once we get it into foam, I'm gonna be able to, heat form it and get the puffy cat face on here and different things. And with the nose, I'm gonna be able to do some undercuts and things and kind of get those to be a little bit more sharper of how we want them, and everything. So I think that it's probably at a point where, and then figuring out the eyes and everything will be part of that foam forming and stuff too, I think. I'll have to play around with kind of how the eyes work on this guy. But yeah, I'm thinking it's looking pretty sweet. So yeah, I think we'll be ready to be able to tape this thing up, or put tinfoil around it, tape it up, and start drawing on the pattern, or figuring out how to cut out the pattern. So exciting stuff, guys. We got quite a bit done. I'm excited about it. Ashley, I think I'm just going to be doing the helmet. It would be sweet to do the whole costume. I just don't know if I'll have enough time to do it with the other stuff I want to get done too. So great question. And the costume looks kind of hard. I feel like I'd have to get order special material and sew a suit myself and everything, which is a lot of work. Any tips for making a Power Ranger helmet? Yeah. If you join the Build Guild on Facebook, it's our secret Facebook group. I actually have a link to a playlist where I made a Voltron helmet, and you can use a lot of the same ideas of how we created that Voltron helmet to kind of get the basic shape for your Power Ranger helmet. Hopefully that helps you. So, all right, cool. Thanks, Welby. I think it's looking great too. All right, guys. 10:30. gotta get off to bed. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys rock. We had an awesome group tonight. A lot of people on tonight that we didn't have, that we have never had before, and then some people that haven't been on for a while that tuned in tonight. So, getting pretty excited about the interaction, everything we had, and all that. So, every Thursday between around 8:30 or 9, we'll get started on this. But hey, no worries, Ashley. You can just catch the replay. Yeah, if any of you guys came in late, feel free to catch the replay, see what we did to begin with. You can always watch it in like 1.5 or 2 times speed to be able to get through it quicker too. Sarah, thanks so much for tuning in at work. That's awesome. And have a great rest of your afternoon. And let's see. Ninja Storm cosplay. Sweet. Cool. Flame Dragon Man. Make sure to use the link in the description to go ask to be added to the Build Guild. That's our secret Facebook group. And we can definitely continue. You can ask questions. We can share stuff and everything there, and continue this on throughout the whole week of being able to just talk about cool stuff. So, all right. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Like, subscribe, check out my other videos, and of course, cosplay on, my friends. See ya. I love how these endings are always so anticlimactic.